Grade 9 Social Science. Chapter 1. Understanding Social Science. Understanding Society, India and Beyond. Part 1.
Social science helps us understand human society.
What is social science?
Our daily life depends on many people and systems.
Why pause now? In grades 6 to 8, we explored social science through stories of people, places, and events. As you enter grade 9, it is time to pause and understand what social science truly means and why it matters. Explanation. In earlier classes, you learned social science mostly as interesting stories. Now in grade 9, the chapter wants you to step back and ask the deeper question. What is this subject actually about? And why do we study it? It is a shift from simply knowing facts to understanding meaning. We live in societies. Human beings live in societies and depend on each other in many ways. Our lives are shaped by the environment, the institutions that govern us, the economic activities that meet our needs, and the traditions and ideas passed down through generations. Understanding these connections is the foundation of social science. Explanation. No human lives completely alone. The lesson lists 4 forces that shape our lives: the environment, nature around us; institutions, like government and schools; economic activities, work and trade; and traditions, ideas passed down. Studying how these connect is what social science is built on. A simple definition. In simple words, social science is the systematic study of human society. It tells us not only what happened or where things are located, but also why events occur, how people live together, how environments influence life, how governments function, how economies operate, and how the past and present shape the world. Explanation. Here is the core definition to remember. Social science equals the systematic, organized, evidence-based study of human society. Notice it goes beyond what and where to the most important word: why. Explaining causes and connections is what makes it a science. How it differs from natural sciences. While physics, chemistry, and biology study the natural world, social science focuses on society, institutions, cultures, and human interactions. It helps us understand not only what happens in our social world, but also why it happens and how different aspects of life are interconnected. Explanation. Natural sciences study things in nature: matter, chemicals, living organisms. Social science studies people and the world they create, societies, cultures, and the way humans deal with each other. Both are sciences, but they point their tools at different subjects. Social science in everyday life. Think about a day in your life. Begin with something simple, a single day. From the moment you wake up, social science is quietly at work all around you. Let us trace it step by step. Explanation. To make the subject feel real, the chapter asks you to look at your own ordinary day. The point is that social science is not a faraway school topic. It is happening in the background of everything you do. One ordinary morning. You wake up in a house built with materials sourced from different places. Your food may come from various regions, harvested, processed, transported, bought, and sold by many people. You travel on roads maintained by public authorities, study in a school shaped by educational policies, and use electricity generated at distant power stations and delivered through a vast network. Explanation. Each example hides a whole system. your house, resources plus trade, food, agriculture plus economy, roads, government, school, policy, and electricity, technology plus networks. Behind every simple object is the work of countless people you never meet. Hidden systems everywhere. Even the simplest daily activities rely on systems of governance, economic production, social cooperation, and the natural environment. Nothing in your day stands alone. Explanation. This summarizes portion 6 into 4 key systems: governance, economy, cooperation, and environment. The big idea: everything is connected. Even a small daily act depends on large, invisible systems working together. Look beyond yourself. 1. Now look beyond your immediate surroundings and start asking questions. Why do some people live in crowded cities while others live in scattered villages? Cybersecurity. Why do different communities speak different languages and follow different traditions? Explanation. After looking inward at your day, the lesson turns you outward to society. These are geography, cities versus villages, and culture or society, languages, traditions, questions, showing how social science begins with curiosity and good questions. Look beyond yourself. 2. More questions arise. Bishops. Why do some regions depend on farming while others focus on industry or trade? How do governments make decisions that affect millions of people? Explanation. These questions lead toward economics, farming versus industry versus trade, and political science, how governments decide. Notice how the chapter is quietly introducing the 4 disciplines through everyday wonderings. Look beyond yourself. 3. And questions about nature and life. Why are certain regions more prone to floods? Why does agriculture flourish in some regions but not in others? How does climate change influence our lives? Explanation. These link nature and human life, floods, farming, and climate change. They show that the environment and human society are deeply tied together, a theme geography and economics both explore. Society is not by chance. Questions like these show that society does not function by chance. It is shaped by history, geography, institutions, resources, and human choices. Social science helps us explore such questions through careful observation, evidence, and logical reasoning. Explanation. A key conclusion. Society is not random. It is the result of 5 forces: history, geography, institutions, resources, and human choices. And we study it like a science, through observation, evidence, and reasoning, not guessing. Let's analyze. Activity. Let's analyze. Observe your surroundings and identify a change in your locality over the past 5 years, in transport, housing, education, technology, or the environment. In groups, discuss: what was the situation earlier? What has changed? What might have caused it? How has it affected people's lives? Prepare a short report and present it in class. Explanation. This activity makes you practice being a social scientist. By tracing a real change, before, after, cause, effect, you use the exact method of the subject. Observe, ask why, and explain with evidence. Society as one connected story. Your daily experiences and the changes you observe reveal how social science builds connections among people, places, and systems. Simple observations help you see society as one connected story, not a collection of separate pieces. Explanation. The main takeaway of Section 2: don't see society as scattered facts. See it as one connected story where people, places, and systems all link together. This connectedness is the heart of social science.
Why are places and people so different? Because society is shaped by
History, geography, institutions, resources, and choices. Take a moment to look around you. What do you see? Every simple activity has geography, economics, governance, and society behind it.